Hello, folks, and welcome back to a very special edition of my channel update here. We got to 100 subscribers today, even though I had nearly almost 38 hours of blackouts, no power. It was absolutely crazy. It was 101 degrees during the day, and yeah, I don't have a generator. And you folks just decided to hop into the channel, and it's quite amazing actually. Thank you all so very much. And I haven't been up to date on everything that's been happening with Dokkan Battle, unfortunately. So let's go over the update for 6.4.0. So we had an option added to skip super attacks. More on that in a little bit later, but when this option is turned on, the animations for super attacks performed as additional attacks will be skipped starting from the second activation onward. The setting can be changed from options in the menu. And as of this version update, only certain characters are supported. Support for other characters will be added gradually in future updates. Obviously, they're rolling this out sequentially so that it doesn't overload the game, and if one affects one batch, it doesn't affect the next batch. They can fix it beforehand, so it's kind of like a test as well as a rollout. And then we have an updated Baba Shop. A feature has been implemented so that expired coins will no longer be displayed in the Baba Shop. With this update, the number of coin limited displayed has been optimized, making the list easier to view. In addition, when a coin expires, characters that can be exchanged for it will move to the section for the coin they can now be exchanged for. So if you summoned on the Textureless banner and you have 26, for example, because you got one extra SSR and you summoned twice, two multis on that banner, and you would have 26 of those coins. You technically couldn't use it and you didn't exchange it. Or you still have those characters that you didn't exchange for and you have only 20 coins. Those will now be able to be just exchanged for yellow coins, and those two characters will just be able to be exchanged for yellow coins. They enabled volume adjustment for videos. In-game videos used to play at maximum volume. You now adjust their volume via menu options and VGM. And that is absolutely huge, okay? Absolutely huge. Because having to control it, sometimes when you're expecting it to happen and you forget that your phone is at full volume or something, and you're not next to it, and it goes boom right all over the place. Yeah, that has happened to yours truly a few times. Several bugs were fixed, and we got one to two dragon stones for each of the bugs that were fixed. There was approximately 5 bugs that were fixed, if I'm not mistaken. Next, we have the announcement here. Remember to exchange the treasure item Big Gete Star Chip obtained during the 100 million Metal Clothes Takedown campaign, which can now be exchanged at the Baba Shop. There were several YouTubers. I was not involved, unfortunately. I probably should have been, but I was not. I did my, you know, panel missions for the chips, Big Anti-Star chips. But apparently, and I was watching, Geppy and Sakurando did contribute to the 100 million Metal Coolers takedown. And so, yeah, we're getting an extra 100 Dragon Stones. So if you haven't finished summoning or you're saving for the Global Dokkan celebration, which is coming in approximately 2 months, here is 100 more Dragon Stones to grab. Next, we have the data download for the app update 6.4.0. To get this update, you do need to go to the App Store or Play Store to download the app update. We're getting more quest area, 42, and stages 1 to 4. Hoodir's Heated Throwdown, stage 3. Extreme Z Battle the Strongest Rivals. My video on doing that is already out. First mode, Awakening Beyond Ultimate Power. That is the Gohan Beast one. I specifically left 35 medals off of my grind because now we're getting burst modes for every Dokkan festival stage that we're getting. So then we are also getting Dokkan Frontier Red Ribbon Army Edition. I believe it's live in-game now already. We got idle animations for Cooler, but apparently not for Goku, or vice versa. I don't remember exactly. And of course, there is a unique title, which looks to be for the climax battles, if I'm not mistaken. Looks to be for the climax battles. Okay. So this is probably, I think this is Pilaf's Castle. So this might be, oh no, this would be, no, this is Red Ribbon Army Headquarters, I think. Hold on, what is he saying? Yeah, okay, this is the quest story. Okay, never mind. This is the quest story. Okay, fair enough. This is... I'm confused. This is Heated Throwdown stage. Okay. Then... yep. Stuff here. I still don't know why they're considered the strongest rivals. I genuinely do not know why they're considered the strongest rivals. Okay. And where is the... So Grade A Vegeta has a battle motion update. Interesting. Okay. These are new assets. And apparently this Krillin is in, I believe, Whodier's Heated Throwdown, if I'm not mistaken. Then there's some other things here to note. Of course, in 6.4.0, they added tables. Shout out to Rick. That can now be scheduled to start and end on specific dates and times. So it's not going to exactly happen when the data download hits, or it will, but they can schedule it to go differently. And this might mean that they would be planning to implement them more frequently. So for people who have a lot of older units, that will be kind of obsolete. This may bring them to greater viability in these more difficult modes. We've seen how effective that was for the 4th, 5th, and 6th tier LRs when they did this. It would be nice to see it more often. Of course, having that happen usually is reserved for big celebrations like Anniversary and possibly GDC. Next, we have here a bunch of updates for both the font, and as you can see, the zero looking thing is shorter and the space in between is wider. It's more clearer as well. It's more defined. Same for the global version. It's more thinner and seems to be more defined. Same for this one. It used to be more angular. Now it's more curvy. And the same for the global side, except this is more, I should say, wider curvy versus sharp curvy. I'm not so sure how to describe the difference here, but if you know a better way to describe it, please let me know in the comment section down below. Next, we have this thing right here. So Lightning Aemon showed this over to Proton, and apparently, when the skip super attack animation is happening, it's not supposed to skip the entire animation. It's supposed to skip for the most part and go to the end. So instead of like a 20-second, it would be a 5-second sequence. And Proton is saying this because they changed the super attack scripts for Super Vegito and Super Gogeta. And apparently this is only happening to the ones that have video incorporated, but not the ones that aren't. So this Proton then adds, this is even more incomprehensible when they didn't change the JP scripts. Their animation should be fine on JP. So this is a weird thing that it only happened to Global and not to JP. So if any of you folks play the JP version, can you let us know, please, if it actually is okay on the JP side or not? So one last thing is that the Red Ribbon Army Dokkan Frontier is actually not live yet. I thought it was. It probably is going to be coming by next week, if I'm not mistaken. So those of you who are looking forward to it, good luck with that. We don't know yet the difficulties, and the fact is that the new Red Ribbon Army Dokkan Frontier will not have a limit as to which characters we can bring in, because it's going to be all instances of where the Red Ribbon Army occurred. So it's going to be Dragon Ball Red Ribbon Army. It's going to be as well the Android Cell Saga Red Ribbon Army part. It's going to be also the Dragon Ball Super Red Ribbon Army part. So we will have to see what's going on there. That's going to be it for this video, folks. Thank you all so much for coming to watch. Thank you all so much for 100 subscribers, folks. I really appreciate it. Thank you all so very much to all of you. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all next one. Goshin, signing off.